my last question. Are you enjoying the country?
Of course. You don't have to ask me if I'm enjoying. Can't you tell on my face I'm enjoying the Sierra Leone? Hell yeah. Excuse me. Hell yeah, I'm enjoying the country. I'm enjoying the people. I'm enjoying the ambience. Like I stated before, so many beautiful things to do and see. And Mike, you bring this to the outside world, to the outsiders of Sierra Leone. So now I'm planning on.
Happy New Year to my valuable subscribers, and good day and welcome once more to my YouTube channel. I am at Lumely Beach once more, a place called HQ headquarters, a very beautiful place as you can see from the screen. I have with me today an African American, a subscriber to my channel, who invited me on our wedding day. I was present and she she welcomed me with her hands, with open hands. Today I'm here to interview her. What's her mission here in Sierra Leone? She will introduce herself to you. Good day, man.
Good evening. Hi, YouTubers. My name is Tanika, and I am from California, San Jose, California. I have been coming to Sierra Leone since 2021. When I first came, I came as an educational experience and to find out what Sierra Leone was about, because I had never heard of Sierra Leone. Well, let me take it back. I had never met anyone from Sierra Leone. I've heard of Sierra Leone from the movie Blood Diamond, but I had never known anyone from Sierra Leone. So they invited me along with my Auntie Diana, and I came here, fell in love with the place. Beautiful, the people are sincere, quiet, peaceful, and then I came back last year and got engaged. So this year I got married. But I started following Mike K, because he was always telling stories about the positive things of Sierra Leone, and I wanted my friends back home to know that it's more to Africa besides the lions, the tigers, the zebras, the giraffes and the elephants and safaris and women living in huts and not having running water. And hopefully they will make an educational experience over here as well to support the Sierra Leonean people and support the local businesses and maybe help some of the children that so desperately need help here.
Thank you very much, man. So you met your husband that you got engaged to and finally got married. You met him here?
Yes, he is a Sierra Leone.
So how the relationship has been so far?
Well, for the first year, it was quite interesting. What I mean by interesting, me learning about the different cultures, because I'm from America. You know, oh no, we don't do things like that here, or you can't do stuff like this. Well, how come? Why is this like this? And because it's tribal issues, or not tribal issues, because of his tribe, there are some things that are just that are just traditional. And one thing that I love about the African culture is that you all do have the traditions. African Americans, our traditions have been beat out of us. And what I mean by beat out of us, from slavery. I don't know if any of you all remember the movie Roots, but they beat Kunta Kinte. His name was Kunta Kinte. And they beat him, and they was like, what is your name? He said, my name is Kunta Kinte. They beat him, no, your name be Toby. And they beat him until he finally said, my name is Toby. So just to have those cultures, those traditions that have been passed down from generation to generation to generation to generation, it has been an eye-opening to me. So I look at the fact that my husband has been my teacher. he has helped me to understand so many cultural ways of the Sierra Leone way. As far as him, I don't know if I should tell his business or not, but he is the one that survived the chimpanzee attack in 2006, Bruno. And so when he told me that story, the first thing I thought, oh, this man's probably just telling me this story just to get some money. You know, this is what I'm thinking. Because I just met him. He was my driver. And I'm like, dude, what happened to your fingers? And he was like, I'll tell you when we get a chance. So he told me the story, and I was like, really? Because number one, you don't hear too many black people getting attacked by chimpanzees. So I just knew, oh, he probably just wants me to feel sorry for him and give him money. But when I went on YouTube, I'm going to find out, hey, it was actual him. So in the midst of all of that and us getting to know each other as far as the culture was concerned, as far as the people, as far as the food is concerned, it has been quite an educational experience. I got what I wanted. And so I have embraced it, and I'm learning. I want to learn more.
You say you want to learn more, but you have mentioned about the food, about the culture. So what is your favorite food in Sierra Leone?
Well, when I first came here, they made fun of me because I wanted cassava leaves with fufu. But it was good to me. So they was like, no, you eat cassava leaves with rice. And I told them, you know what? If I pay for it, I can eat cassava leaves or whatever I want to eat it with because I'm paying for it, right? So these are things that I'm noticing with the tradition.
Yeah.
So I noticed, like I said, I like the taste of cassava leaves and fufu. I was told, no, we don't eat that here. You eat cassava leaves with rice. But as I stated before, look, if I'm paying for it, I can eat what I want to eat, when I want to eat it, and how I want to eat it. And I just happen to like cassava leaves with fufu. But recently I discovered cassava leaves cooked with coconut oil.
Yes.
Not palm oil. Coconut oil is less oily. And it's easy, to me, it's easier to digest and it doesn't stain.
Yeah. We do cook cassava leaf with various sorts of oil. The red palm oil, vegetable oil, and the coconut oil, as you mentioned. We have another, I don't know the English word of it, but it also came out from the palm nuts. We call it natai in our local. Something like a black oil color.
Oh, I've never heard of that. I gotta look into that.
You may ask your husband. Natai.
Yes, natai. Okay.
That the last product of the red palm nuts.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I gotta look into that.
That the last product of it.
And I've discovered groundnuts. Today is Wednesday. No, today is Tuesday. I discovered these Sunday. And the lady on the strip, she was selling them. I was like, oh, these are good. And so my husband went to go visit one of his friends. And the lady was roasting these, and I got 20 of these. There was 2,000 Leones, but I got 20 of them. But they are so good. So,
I was just telling her that these groundnuts, apart of this roasted one, you can also eat the boiled one.
What?
We also boil it.
Yeah, I haven't had those yet. They're like a peanut. You can boil them, roast them. Put different flavors on them. I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying.
So you said your favorite food for the moment is cassava leaf?
Well, I've discovered there's several other favorites. I like the yams. I like the sweet potatoes. Oh my God, I love the sweet potatoes, which are really good. I do like the cassava root.
The cassava roots, okay.
Yes, which are very nice. And of course, the plantains. But those are just few of the foods, and of course all of them are starchy. I haven't been able to stomach the chicken too well, because it's just the thought of, I just saw Cluck Cluck playing with me, and now Cluck Cluck is being fed to me. So when I had my engagement party, my husband's sister brought me a live chicken, and he put it in the trunk. And I was like, honey, you realize there's a live chicken in the trunk? And I named the chicken Cluck Cluck. But he told me one of the traditions the family
Family
always
have to
brings
pre-
something.
yeah, they have to present you gifts.
Yeah, so she brought me a live chicken. The next day, I was looking for the chicken, but it was on the cold excuse me. It was on the cold roasting. So I felt sorry for Cluck Cluck. And the goats.
The goods.
Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. But I seen them skinned and hanging.
Yeah.
So
Those are some of our livestock that
Yes.
we do here for consumption.
yes, for survival.
For survival,
yes, I
yeah.
understand that. The fish. I had lobster yesterday, which was great, coming out of the Atlantic Ocean, and it was so sweet. It was very sweet. I'm telling you, it was sweet. It was very good. So I like some of the fish as well.
Okay. So where have been, or where is your favorite place so far?
You know what, Mike? It seems like everywhere I go, I'm discovering new places every time I come here. This time I went to Tokay Beach. Hold on. Last year the first year I went to River Number 2. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. But it was crowded, but it was beautiful and pristine. Just riding along the peninsula, that's beautiful, and overlooking the city. Last year I had the opportunity to go into Waterloo.
Yeah.
Waterloo, I was called Waterloo. Waterloo. And we took the streetway from the airport.
Okay.
And just passing through the small cities with Port Loco.
Was local, okay. That you passed through Lumely to Port Loco.
Lunga, yes.
Okay.
And came up here to Freetown.
To Eastern Toll Gate.
Yes, is that what it's called? Okay.
Yeah.
And it was just so beautiful, Mike. It was just, oh my God. And so of course I get to Freetown. I'm smelling fumes and horns honking and people arguing and traffic. But I discovered, I don't know what area is that. Well, this year I discovered Tokay Beach. I did spend a few times out there. And it was peaceful, quiet. You can smell, it's a difference in the air, the quality of the air. So, and I discovered Lagunda. So this time I discovered Tokay Beach. Beautiful drive, peaceful, serene, the air changed. I could breathe. I just spent 2 days in the huts there. On the beach huts. Can you believe that? Beautiful, wonderful food, wonderful people, great atmosphere. And it was, I guess you would say it was sort of exclusive. I looked at Tokay Beach being exclusive, but it's for everyone. But it's a really nice area. And like I said, I discovered Lagunda. I went to the casino. So that's something else I discovered. And Hotel Barmoy.
Barmoy Hotel.
Barmoy Hotel. I discovered I went to the brunch on Sunday, one Sunday. And so these are things that I'm discovering. And so I'm looking forward to coming back and discovering more things to see. And this is one thing that I love about Mike. Mike, he shares these beautiful and magnificent places with the subscribers about Sierra Leone, about the wonderful things, because a lot of times on the news, again, they just happen to show certain things, especially when it comes to African countries. So Mike, I appreciate you.
Okay,
That's the reason why I started following him, because he was showing all the beautiful, rich places in Sierra Leone that the news do not show. They always show the bad side. They only show parts of Africa when there is a war, a civil war, or when there's an uprising. But thank you so much, Mike.
You're welcome. I started doing what I'm doing because of a Ghanaian. Africa's biggest YouTuber visited Sierra Leone, a man called Wudemaya. And Wudemaya showed us how beautiful our country is.
Yes.
And most of us are not talking about that. Reason being that most Sierra Leoneans have never been outside Sierra Leone. So they can't tell, they don't know the value of this country. And when Wedema stated that if Sierra Leone should have been a woman, and should have married Sierra Leone.
Wow. That's powerful. That's a powerful statement.
Yeah. So 2000 when the COVID era was on, at that time I was not in Sierra Leone. I was doing some studies. I don't have nothing to do. Started going to YouTube and said, it's good for me to, when I return, let me start to show places. Let me start to show people that are outside Sierra Leone. Or I have so many subscribers that have left this country 30, 40 years. I have an uncle of mine that left this country 1991. He only returned in 2001. And he said, Mike, you are the reason that's why I'm home.
Now you see why we need someone like Mike K here. Exactly, to give people the hope again that, hey, it's okay to come back to Mama Salome.
So I just want to ask you, is Sierra Leone peaceful?
Yes, it is peaceful. Peaceful people. Don't nobody really care what you're doing, and what I mean by that is you're free to walk. Of course, with any country you're in, you just have to be careful with certain places. Don't be too flashy when it comes to certain things, because that is what you call it. That could be a criminal.
Giving a signal.
Yes. a signal for criminals. Hey, they got money. Let's go ahead and rob them. But other than that, the women are beautiful. The men are beautiful. Of course, I met my beautiful husband here. But the children, the standard, the way of living, what I mean by that, the traditions, the family traditions are being held. Family is important. That's something that I know. Everybody's auntie, uncle, mom, dad, uncle, everybody's related.
We might be poor, but that's family value.
Yes.
We do have it.
You said big paw.
Why so we might be poor? But that's family value. No matter who you are, elderly person, we must give him or her that respect.
That is so true. And we have that over in the black community in America as well. And but it's just good to know that we're more alike than we are different. And when I was walking down to the beach yesterday when I came down here, I was like, this is my people. These are my people, my beautiful people. So I advise anyone, if you want to take a nice trip to a nice country, Sierra Leone is a place. There's some beautiful Airbnbs. They have modern hotels, reasonably priced to me compared to some of the things that we pay in the States. But it's beautiful here. It's peaceful.
So, are you a Sierra Leonean now?
No, I'm not, but I hope to be. And maybe when I become an official Sierra Leonean, I will know how to cook cassava leaves properly. Because I tried to cook them in the States, and my godmother, who is from Sierra Leone, she scolded me. She was like, you didn't have no fish, you didn't have no chicken, you didn't have no meat. What did you put in here? I said, well, I just boiled them with onions and palm soup. And she said, no, just throw that away.
What about granules?
I didn't put any of that in there. I didn't put nothing. I was cooking it like collard greens. You know, hey, you get the Maggi cube, boil the water, you put the cassava leaves, but I didn't realize they take so long to cook.
Yeah.
So, when I become a true Sierra Leonean, I will know how to cook cassava leaves properly and rice. As an American, I have a rice cooker. I still do not know how to cook rice right. It never comes out right. So, the answer to your question, I hope to be very soon.
Very soon. Well, especially because of the cassava leaf. You know that Sierra Leoneans, we can be divided politically.
Okay.
But in terms of food, wherever you go to in Sierra Leone, cassava leaf can unify us.
Yes, and yams and sweet potatoes. And I can't let the political party divide me, because after all, Jesus is king.
Exactly.
No matter who the president is or who the opposition person is, Jesus is king. He is the Lord of Lords, King of
Kingdom
Kings.
of Kings.
Let every power be subject to the highest power, which is the Lord Jesus Christ. Because no matter what political party you're in, every man has to put their pants on one at a time.
Exactly.
That's it. So the cassava leaves, I would say that's connecting me.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike.
We have another one.
What?
You have mentioned sweet potato. Yeah, but you are not mentioning about the leaf.
The leaf.
Yes, the potato leaves.
The vegetable leaves.
Yeah.
I had the potato leaves,
Yeah.
which were good, which are just like cassava leaves, but to me, I think they're a little bit more sweeter. Cassava leaves are a little bit bitter, but the potato leaves to me are a little bit more sweeter. And they're lighter.
Yes.
To me, just based on what I've eaten. I'm not too fond of the okra soup.
Okay.
The pepper soup, if you have a cold and you want to get rid of
It's so spicy.
pepper soup, let me tell you, you're gonna get rid of your cold, number one, and number two, you're gonna lose some weight and some inches. You're definitely gonna lose some inches. So if you have a dress that you're trying to fit in that's too tight, eat the
Try pepper soup.
try the pepper soup.
Okay. So not everything has been so rosy. What has been your most difficult time in Sierra Leone?
Seeing the people suffer, and what I mean by suffer, so many opportunities here. I don't know if it's because they don't have access to the resources or they just don't know about the resources, Mike. That has been quite heartbreaking in so many kids, because I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. So I teach my students about the opportunities that are available. But I see the lack. I don't want to say lack of opportunity, because there are opportunities here, but it's a matter of reaching to the right youth, or to those youths that don't understand that there are resources available to them. So that's one of the things that has been very hard, and the handicap. I don't know, I haven't seen any resources advertised for the handicapped people here. My husband is an amputee, so from my understanding it was pretty difficult. But just seeing here, I would like to see some type of assistance for them, instead of them begging. Maybe a food bank, a place they can just have a meal. Maybe not government run, but maybe getting with some people here in the community that, I can donate a bag of rice for, that would feed them, or donate a bag of onions, or donate some water or some sodas, that they can have a meal at least once a day. They have a safe place to go to where they can lay their crutch down and sit in a chair and not on the ground, and just have a nice proper meal.
Okay. So thank you very much. So my last question: are you enjoying the country?
Of course. You don't have to ask me if I'm enjoying. Can't you tell on my face I'm enjoying the Sierra Leone? Hell yeah. Excuse me. Hell yeah, I'm enjoying the country. I'm enjoying the people. I'm enjoying the ambience. Like I stated before, so many beautiful things to do and see. And Mike, you bring this to the outside world, to the outsiders of Sierra Leone. So now I'm planning on something else to do and see next year when I come.
Okay. So thank you very much, and we hope that you will continue to come. Your marriage will be blessed by the Lord. Your union will go from strength to strength until death do you part.
In Jesus' name,
amen.
amen.
Amen. So thank you very much for talking to me. So we are saying bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Till next time. Thank you.
I was just alright, so we can't say goodbye without.
Oh yeah, my husband gets arrived.
Mr. Vanna, yeah, welcome, sir. So this is the Amsterdam husband. Say good day.
How are you? Hi, happy New Year to you.
This is my boo, my Sierra Leone man.
So guys, thank you once more, and
Thank
we are
you,
saying
guys.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Mr. Bana.